Just day before, in fact, China's President Xi Jinping is handed over a historic third term. Rare protests have emerged in Beijing after videos went viral on social media showing posters and banners against Xi Jinping's authoritarian rule. The banner read, and I quote, "Say no to COVID test, yes to food. No to lockdown, yes to freedom. No to lies, yes to dignity. No to cultural revolution, yes to reform. No to great leader, yes to vote. Don't be a slave, be a citizen," unquote. Another banner hung on the flyover read, quote, "Go on strike, remove dictator and national traitor Xi Jinping," unquote. Now, while the pictures and videos spread like wildfire on Western social media, China removed every trace of the pictures from Chinese social media handles. Some of the Chinese Twitter accounts were even taken down temporarily. My colleague Abhishek Bhalla is joining me live from the newsroom. It is absolutely unprecedented, very rare indeed, in fact, Abhishek, to hear of these kind of protests being in fact registered against the leadership of China, specifically in this case President Xi Jinping.
Extremely rare pictures coming from China, Polumi, and the timing is all the more interesting. It's just a few days ahead of the all-important meeting of the Communist Party of China, and it's at this event, this meet, where Xi Jinping is expected to get a third term, which again will be, an unprecedented thing to happen, but that's almost sealed. And the fact that these protests are happening because once again there is a lot of COVID restrictions in the country, and people are essentially getting frustrated and tired with these kind of restrictions. That's what has triggered these protests according to reports. So yes, extremely unprecedented, rare protests, and the fact that it comes just days ahead of that important meet makes it even more significant.
Right. Abhishek, also not very surprising that China is removing every trace of these protests right now from social media, even taking down Twitter handles that posted some of these pictures temporarily.
Yes, and that's been the way China functions. Very less evidence of any kind of protest, or for that matter anything that goes against the ruling dispensation, and in keeping with that, once again we are seeing a similar kind of an activity where things are being completely removed from social media. In fact, there are reports that by the time the police reached these protests, even before that, the place was cleared up, and by the time journalists reached those spots, there was nothing really, no people. There was smoke pluming out of one of the locations at a bridge. There were certain banners that were there, and there was a heavy police presence that has been reported worldwide.
Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.